What's up, everybody? Dan Tom with MMAjunkie Radio here. The crew's a bit dispersed this week, but we still got you covered for the big fights that are going down this weekend, one of which headlines UFC on Fox 31 this Saturday in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that is a rematch between Iaquinta and Kevin Lee. First time these two met was back in February of 2014, where Iaquinta was able to take a unanimous decision in a competitive fight over the then newcomer Kevin Lee. It was Kevin Lee's debut fight where Iaquinta was coming off of tough. Now they both have grown and progressed since then and are meeting toward the top of the division. Iaquinta coming off a loss, yes, but that loss is to undefeated lightweight kingpin Khabib Nurmagomedov. In a fight, yes, you know the story. He filled in last minute in Brooklyn at UFC 223 when he was originally supposed to face Paul Felder, fought a valiant 5 rounds against the now champion Nurmagomedov, but came up short, whereas Kevin Lee came up short in his interim title bid against Tony Ferguson back in 2017, but rebounded earlier this year in New Jersey by defeating Edson Barbosa in the 5th round. Now, growth is the key here. Where have they come since they met in the first place? Iaquinta, we've seen him do nothing but grow. He has a collegiate wrestling experience as well, but we saw his jiu-jitsu game grow under the tutelage of Matt Serra under the Serra Longo fight team, whereas Ray Longo helping his striking coming along. We've seen the boxing, really. Let's be honest. The boxing of Iaquinta has been really impressive, scoring TKO wins over Joe Lozon, Ross Pearson, and Diego Sanchez. He mixes up all phases of the game very well, whereas Kevin Lee, though he was a wrestler the first time they met, I would argue not as effective of a wrestler or even submission grappler. He was able to take Iaquinta's back in the 2nd round of their first meeting, but since then we've seen Kevin Lee really master that back take. I would argue I haven't seen this dominant of a back taker in the lightweight division since BJ Penn, and that's real talk. I mean, Kevin Lee's hip pressure, the crushingness of his chokes, it's really dangerous when he gets there, and his ground and pound is ferocious. I mean, we saw his ground and pound against Edson Barbosa, and not that we want to compare and contrast, but it was right up there as far as violence with Khabib's, if not more violent, depending on who you're asking. So Kevin Lee knows what to do when he gets it down there. I don't think getting Iaquinta down will be easy. Holding him down will be very hard. Iaquinta loves going for leg locks. He can scramble, and he scrambles wisely, more and more so as the years have went on. So I don't think it's going to be an easy road to hoe. Of course, the odds, which I didn't give off the top, but right now is listing Kevin Lee is a -310 favorite and Iaquinta +250 underdog. I agree with Kevin Lee being the favorite, but I disagree discounting Iaquinta out that much. He's proven that he can hang in there with the best of guys. And if you start to slow down or lose pace, Iaquinta's got a mean gas tank, and he can come back in this fight. Luckily for Kevin Lee, though, he proved he can go a hard 5 rounds of pressure against Edson Barbosa, and proved he can get hit in the chin and still come back to win the round, or more importantly, the fight itself. So for that reason, I'm going to side with Kevin Lee here, but be careful if you're going to write off the New Yorker and Iaquinta. He's always a live dog as an underdog and a fan favorite no matter what the odds say. So I won't be missing it. Be sure that you don't miss it. And to help ensure that, keep it locked to MMAjunkie.com, who will have you covered all weekend long.